Hello, everyone. I am Charles, and this is a small video of me talking about um, what is leadership for me, how have leadership changed my life, how do I want to apply it in my life, and why? And because of this, why do I want to be part of the fifth generation of Dandelions at the Eugenio Garza Leadership Program? This is a very simple video of me talking to a camera, but I want this to be as honest as possible. And that's why I don't want any cuts. I don't want any edition. I want this to be as true as possible from the deep, most deep part of my heart and of my soul and being. And I know you know about myself. I know you know that all my background and what I have done, and you've read my resume and my intention letter, and you know that I went to NASA and that I gave a TED talk on leadership as a life tool of an astronaut. I'm not gonna focus on that. I'm gonna focus on why what is leadership for me, how have has it changed my life, and why do I want to be a leader in general. So leadership for me, I have developed. I mean, it's a very broad um, definition if you want to define it in any way. And I know, or I'm pretty sure that is one of the activities you guys do at the EGS program, trying to define what leadership is. But I do have really clear of what leadership is, and if I have to define it, it would be as someone that dares to dream and aspires to inspire. That's the shortest way I can describe a leader, because that way a leader does three things: dares to dream, goes and develops a plan in which they dream big. They are not afraid of doing these great things and actually aims for the moon, because they know that if they fail, they are going to reach the stars. And if they don't make it to the end of the goal because they have failed, well, they are going to be that's not going to be pointless. They're going to go and succeed in different ways. But they are people that dream big and plan to accomplish those very big dreams. That's first one. Second one is inspiring. And I think inspiring is deep. It's deep. I was inspired in my moment as a kid, in which people inspired me to be part of what I call the aerospace dream, no, and becoming an astronaut, and because that's my dream, becoming an astronaut and being part of the aerospace industry as a Mexican, which is, well, sadly not very easy. And the third one, and I think the most important one, and the most meaningful one, and the one that's read between the lines, is impacting lives. As a leader, dreams and develops and goes and tries their best and puts their heart onto a dream and a goal with a team, and at the same time inspires everyone. They do something very meaningful. They impact other people's lives, people they are working with, people that they share life with, maybe not really working on that goal, but sharing life in general, or maybe third parties that knows this person or that sees what this team is accomplishing, but really don't participate in those activities, but they impact other people's lives. And my life was impacted. I mean, I wouldn't have this crazy dream of becoming an astronaut like this guy over here, becoming an astronaut, and if I was not impacted. But this is a very small guy and in a huge space. Why would this guy want to be an astronaut? Want to be an astronaut? Why would an astronaut want to be a leader? Sorry, because astronauts don't not only go to space; they're more than space rangers or space explorers. They share missions. Um, they share the dreams of many people, and at the same time, they have to manage complex missions. And at the same time, they have to manage and take care of people's lives surrounding them in what is the most challenging um, ambient on the universe, which is outer space. It's the most it's the most difficult ambient to be there. And astronauts, if they are not leaders, if they don't do these three things, they share dreams and accomplish these shared dreams between a team of people, and at the same time developing complex tasks, and at the same time taking care of the people that are actually with them. If they don't do these three things, the mission is not possible. And these three things are the same three things as I said during this Dare to Dream, Aspiring to Inspire definition. And why is this important? Why do I want to be an astronaut? Yes, of course, because I love science and because I want to go to outer space. That's obvious now. But being an astronaut, it's much more than that. I once was a rocket, and I like to do this analogy. This rocket, this is a space shuttle. Was not really a rocket, but it's a spacecraft that went to space and came back to Earth. And this rocket has all the potential of going to space, of going into orbit and sending people there. But without a spark that ignites the fuel in the engines of the rocket, it won't fly. It won't go and blast off towards space. I want to be that guy. I have actually accomplished this in certain projects in robotics. I have failed at this also in other projects in aerospace and aeronautics, even at tech. And I want to grow into that leader that does these tricky things, that can actually be an astronaut, and that sparks the rocket fuel inside the rocket engines of everyone around them, so that everyone that has the capability of going to space can go there with me, figuratively, figuratively and not figuratively. I mean this in both ways. I want to be that guy, and I am convinced now that all the skills that I can learn at the EGS program are gonna make me become there. I want to do that. I deeply want to do that. That's why it is important for me, and it's deeply, deeply hard in my soul and in my heart to become part of this program, because I desire to be part of this because of my life goals and my life dreams. I think what I want to accomplish, impacting people's lives in a meaningful way through science, through space, and trying and aspiring to be an astronaut and aspiring to be a leader is very well aligned with the values shared at the EGS. And I am actually eager to participate actively in this program and to be part of the fifth generation of Dandelions. And this is why I want to be part of this. This becoming part of EGS is not only a step on my career, it's not only another program I have been to and I have been successful. No, no, no. This is much more. This is deeply, deeply, deeply into what I want to become and what I want to accomplish in life. And this is why I wanted this video to be as honest as possible and without cuts and edition and anything. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this small session of me just yapping about what I like and why do I want to become a leader. And if you have any questions on myself, feel free to reach out. You have my contact there on the application and on my resume and on my intention letter. And well, I really, really hope to share experiences, to share leadership, and in general, to be the ones that impact the life of others at the EGS program, as I have the honor to learn from the best, because I know that EGS has the best of the best of the best. And I just hope that one day I can call those guys, I can call them my friends and my family. Thank you so much, and I'll see you very soon.